What's up, guys? Sweet September is finally here. Today I'm going over to my permission piece, the original one that I planted that Monster Bucks food plot, the rut greens in. A few of you have been asking about updates, so not entirely the reason for this video. I'm going to be back there anyway, so I will go over there and do a quick update. Normally I do not want to be going into my areas, especially not this area this close to season. We're 2 weeks out now, but I got permission from the farm on the south to go in there now. So what I want to do is cut myself a little access trail, because it's a lot easier accessing from the south through his cattle pasture. All I have to do is hop the fence over to a corner that's a lot less intrusive than trying to get all the way through 60 acres of corn back to my area there. So I want to go back in there, be as quiet as I can, get a nice little trail cut so I'm not trying to smash through buckthorn and everything to get over to that rut greens plot. Again, this spot over here preferably is only an east wind spot in that location. At the very worst, or most marginal, a southeast I can hunt it as well. So I'm gonna get in over there, bring you guys along. I just kind of wanted to do an interview now on the way, that way I wasn't being insanely loud back there. But we'll check on that food plot, we'll get a few other things done. This is probably going to be the last video before actual season starts, so stick around, let's see what happens here. So I brought two cameras in. I kind of wanted to check this fence line just to see if there was any major crossings or trails to hang a camera on, just to get some intel over on this side of the property. The only downfall is the cattle do have access to this pasture area, so I may get a bunch of pictures of cows, or the deer just might be skirting it because they don't want to be in with the cattle. Couple nice oak trees right there to get us set in. Oh, there goes one right there. Let's go see where she came out. Man, the mosquitoes are bad back here. I think what I'm gonna do is, this is all thick, nasty buckthorn in the cow mud. I can see deer tracks. So what I'm hoping is going to happen here, with that being so thick, they're going to kind of hop out where that doe did down there and just work their way up where it's easy walking here. And hopefully they kind of pinch in tight to this fence line here. There's a couple really nice oaks right here that I could get in and sit. All swamp back there, bedding. It's swamp all around here, so I'm gonna get a camera right here in this oak, face it that way, and just see what happens here. It's an easy enough spot to get to retrieve my camera or to get in and out without blowing anything up. So I'll let it soak for a week, see what happens in here. I'm over on the north line between the property that I've always hunted and the new piece here. I have a stand in here along the swamp edge, and I figured that for morning access to come through this pasture, get up on the edge of this. This is really wet, which is gonna make it tough. Again, versus 60 acres of corn on the other side. There's just no way to get in there, especially not in the morning. So this is on the back side where they're going to be coming back to bed, so I figured for a morning spot with a west or northwest wind, I could slip up this edge, hop this fence right here. I have about 60 yards of swamp grass to cut through, and my stand is right up over there, so I'm gonna get over this fence here. I want to get a camera hung along this edge here. Okay guys, I'm over on the north end of the new permission piece that I'm using for access to get into the original piece that I've hunted for years, but trying to explain this, and I'm hoping I can get my hunt stand up on my computer and do like a screen recording of it to kind of explain it a little bit more thoroughly. But the other end of this thick stuff here is the 60 acres of corn that I'm hunting the backside of on the edge of a swamp. Instead of trying to get through all that corn, jump it here, get on my little trail, sneak up in there. I have a stand at the end of my trail that I'm cutting that I could sit, or I now have access to the entire edge of that corn. It's about 300 yards up to my next stand where I have that Monster Bucks Rut Greens plot planted. So I'm hoping that this is the little difference maker here to get in here and get on these deer without them detecting me. But we'll find out. It's going to be a lot of work. Most of this filming here is going to be done like with my phone and my action cam, just because it's such a pain to drag this tripod and everything through. So bear with me guys, let's get to work. Alright guys, here we are. We made it back here. As you can see, this Rut Greens plot is doing absolutely amazing. Just thick, about a foot tall, 1.5 feet tall. Bear with me here guys, I'm getting used to this new camera, but I'm going to take it off the tripod here and do a little walking around in here with you guys. Here we are back at the home property, and I'm going to go back and do a couple more things today. Just wanted to, I guess, give an explanation on why I'm doing it. So to access my food plot, my only access is this little road that was put in by the previous owner many years ago. It is swamp, cattails on the left, swamp, cattails on the right. So unless I want to put on waders and go smashing through cattails and water to get back there, my only access is this little trail right here, which makes it kind of tough because it's kind of a bottleneck. The deer use it. I've seen them come in and out of here several times, so it's really tough to access without bumping anything or coming in and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back there, and about 3/4 of the way, I'm going to be trimming a little trail to where I don't actually go out into the food plot area to access. There's a little box stand in there that I want to access, so I'm going to be putting a little trail so I can just slip right up into the back side of it. When I get out of the woods for the evening, I can just slip right back out onto this trail without having to break the edge of the plot. Show you guys another little patch of Monster Bucks Rut Greens that I got going here. This soil out here, it's not that good. My pH isn't that good. I got to bring some stuff in to get it better, but this stuff is still just doing awesome here. Put in some urea when I planted it. That's all I've done. We've gotten a lot of rain this summer, but looking really good.